Hey there, I'm Lagosto, and today I will rank my 6 elementary school years ranked from worst to best. And to be honest, these years are not really special to me. I consider the elementary years to be a mixed bag. 2 of the elementary years are absolute dookie fresh, 1 that is more meh than decent, 2 years that are good but nothing special, and 1 great year. I'll just let you know that this isn't even my opinion. All of these school years are based around scenarios that have happened to me during my lifetime. So this will be my list, and your elementary school year list would completely differentiate. Since the subtle hints have happened here, let's get on with the list. Second grade is one of the most frustrating experiences I've ever had in my lifetime. This year is just so bad that I literally can only think about how much I despise this year. There are just so much terrible elements in this year that it makes my classmates be the best part of the year. I didn't outright hate the classmates in this year, but they're also not very good. Some other positives include rare occasions where my days are actually good. Now onto the biggest problems I have with this year. Second grade is the only current school year in history in my lifetime that I actually dislike my teacher. Yep, you heard that right. The teacher in second grade is an absolute idiot and treats me way too hard. In first grade through fifth grade, we have these behavior charts with pink, purple, and blue being good, green being neutral, and yellow, orange, and red being bad colors according to the behavior chart standards. Most of the time, my pin, they used pins instead of behavior cards in this year. And guess what? Most of the time, my pin is on yellow, orange, heck, even red most of the time. My pin has been on red at least 20 times in this school year. The teacher even mistaken me that I said the word bitch when I actually said the word pinch because I told an obnoxious classmate of mine to stop pinching me. What type of hearing does this teacher actually compose? Absolutely no good knowledge. You know, this was such a shame because I even thought that this very first day of second grade was pretty promising, like how I usually say on every first day of school throughout the years. Even though my second grade self did not deserve the torture. Oh, you do not get a pass for this, buddy. I was incredibly insufferable here too. First of all, I kept saying lots of random nonsensical quotes from Go Animate. Yes, Go Animate, my worst enemy. And even from Madman Mario. Yeah, I do like Madman Mario, the series, but back then I didn't understand. This even shows proof on my Lag05 account on one of the older videos when we were acting out cars. Yeah, even worse, when I was on the playground, a girl was on the swings and I hated waiting, so I threw sand at her to get her out of the way. And you know, this actually backfired and they actually sent her to the nurse. What the fuck?! Yeah, I made my decision about the school year 2 years ago. This is the worst school year of all time for me, and it's mainly coming from how much I disliked myself and my teacher. Wow, I really have that much to say about an awful year. Let's just get to number 5. Second grade may be a terrible elementary year, but it's not the only bad elementary year because kindergarten also has the same problems that second grade had. This year sucks so hard like second grade, and these 2 years are currently the only years that are worse than 9th grade. Yep, these are the only years that are worse than 9th grade. I even said that they were worse than 9th grade in my analysis video on 9th grade. The only 2 saving graces about kindergarten is 1, there is no behavior charts, which is always a plus, and 2, I actually liked the teacher here. The teacher actually wasn't as insufferable as my second grade teacher, but she's definitely far from my favorite teacher, definitely. Now here's the problems I have with kindergarten. Oh my god, I was absolutely insufferable here. Oh my god, I literally cannot stand myself back in kindergarten. I was at my absolute worst in kindergarten. I was super annoying, I caused problems in the classroom, I kept crying for absolutely no reason, and this is every single freaking day of this stupid year. And I kept crying about the freaking flies. Yeah, I used to be scared of flies back then, but I definitely coped it like years ago because I was definitely a wimp when I was in kindergarten. And I also don't really like the classmates. They aren't really bad, but they're just super generic. There are literally no girls in my kindergarten class. There's only just 7 other boys in that class. I am not kidding. This is no joke. You know, I am usually straight because I do love having girls in my class because, you know, I like interacting with them. It's kind of what I do because I'm a straight guy. Even though both of these years do deserve to be rotten in hell, kindergarten definitely has the better advantage to beat out second grade. So these are the only 2 school years that I think are worse than 9th grade. Yep, it's these 2 years. No middle school year is worse than 9th grade. So now let's get on to the meh year, the year that I think is kind of okay, but not good enough to be decent. Funny, 4th grade is number 4 on the elementary year list. How coincidental. But that is pretty much all I can say about 4th grade because 4th grade is not a very good year. It's not bad, but I just don't really care about 4th grade. This is easily the most forgettable elementary school year. Even for 2nd grade and kindergarten, despite of how bad they actually were, they were not forgettable. This year, I legit forgot about most of the stuff that happened in this year. The year itself is kind of okay, but it's not good enough to be decent. That may sound like I don't like this year, but I kind of like this year. I did enjoy the teacher in this year. Yeah, I pretty much enjoyed every single teacher I've had in elementary school, except for this abomination. So according to this year, I was just really good at math that I actually went to a different 4th grade class just for math. And yeah, I am really good at math. You can call me a mathematician because I am that 100% nerd that goes to school every day with his glasses and his braces because, you know, it's just what I do. And if you call me a nerd, you're kind of a crybaby and you suck at life and you probably don't act like a nerd like me. That's pretty much all I could praise about this year. This year to me is just nothing. This year just doesn't really impress me. I mean, yeah, I was okay in this year, but I didn't really like the classmates. The classmates were, yet again, really obnoxious. Yeah, the classmates in elementary school really were not the best for me. And the memorability. This is seriously the most forgettable year. I legitimately forgot about this year until I started making this video. And according to my Instagram post too. Yeah, 4th grade is just a year that just kind of exists. But thankfully, I did not dislike this year. Heck, I didn't even think this year was mediocre, unlike some other year that I'll be talking about next. Yeah, 4th grade to me is just, it's fine. Now let's go to number 3. I think that 1st grade is a good, decent year. Out of all of the elementary years that I've been ranking on this list, this is the year that my opinions have changed the least. I thought that this year was good when I was in 2nd grade. I thought that this year was good when I was in middle school, and it continues to be good when I'm in high school right now. So what do I think of 1st grade? It's good. It's a pretty average good school year. And is definitely a massive standout improvement over kindergarten, which I really did not like that year. But 1st grade still has its issues. For once, I actually really like the classmates. The classmates are actually all pretty likable. The class has a set of either 6 boys and 5 girls. It is really good. You know how much I love girls because I'm the straight man and I'm trying to get girls right now. They all treated me really nicely, and I didn't really get bullied at all by them. And the teacher is also pretty likable too. I don't really have a whole lot of problems with 1st grade other than the behavior chart, because the behavior chart is just super generic. There's literally only 4 colors. Green, yellow, blue, red. Why is blue a bad color? Blue is my favorite color. Well, not really. It's technically indigo, but indigo is basically blue, but cooler. There is literally no good color in the behavior chart other than green, which is a neutral color. Yeah, the behavior charts always have been a problem for me in elementary school, but it's not really a major negative. The school days themselves are kind of a mixed bag like 4th grade, because they do have their ups and downs. Like, sometimes I just get in trouble unnecessarily for no reason, but it's not as bad as 2nd grade for sure, because if 1st grade would actually have bad school days, like that is worse than 2nd grade, then 1st grade wouldn't even be number 3 on my favorite elementary school years list. Overall, it's a good year, but not very memorable. Back when I was in middle school, I thought 3rd grade was one of the best years ever. Heck, even at one point, it may have been my favorite elementary year. But what if I could put 3rd grade at number 2? Yeah, it really does change things because, yeah, 3rd grade is just not as good as I remember it being. That may sound like I don't like 3rd grade, but I do. 3rd grade still is a pretty enjoyable year. There's just not really a whole lot to talk about 3rd grade, is because there is not that many negatives about 3rd grade. And there's quite a few positives I have about 3rd grade. I think the reason I really enjoyed this school year is because of the field trips. I love the field trips. They were the best thing ever according to my elementary school statistics. Yeah, the field trips were definitely a banger. One of the best field trips I've had was the aquarium trip, and I even have some videos of it, but I'm not going to show you because of personal info. Also, the teacher from my 3rd grade class may take the cake from my favorite elementary school teacher, mainly because, well, he's the only guy teacher I had for elementary school, and also he was actually really nice to me, unlike my garbage 2nd grade teacher who literally got me in trouble unnecessarily. Now, here's a bit of mild problems with 3rd grade. One, the classmates still suck, they're pretty obnoxious, but I actually really like the other students from different classes because I usually liked to interact with them. And yeah, I was really good in this year, but I definitely had the issues. Like, for example, I kept raging about me not getting shots in basketball. And by the way, I'm really good at basketball now, but I'm not on a team because I'm not really interested in doing sports. I just play sports for fun. It's kind of what I do. Yeah, after thinking about this year more, there really isn't much to talk about 3rd grade. 3rd grade still was a pretty solid year. Now, which year is better? Well, you're about to find out right now because you pretty much just found it out when I talked about 3rd grade right now. Fifth grade. Just 5th grade. It wasn't even close. 5th grade is easily the best elementary year. Yeah, there is just so much to enjoy about 5th grade. This is currently the only elementary year that I'm actually assigned in a club, the STEM club. And that club was really, really fun. STEM club is basically where you design experiments and test to see if they, work. Even though the club is definitely very simple, I still really enjoyed it. I had it from December 2018 to, I think, March 2019. And it was on almost every Tuesday and Thursday. Every out-of-school activity was great. I had a birthday party at Bolero in March 2019. And I even went to some other folks' birthday party in November of 2018, and it was a Fortnite birthday party. I don't really like Fortnite, but because I didn't really know what Fortnite really was. And Fortnite is basically just this game where you're just addicted to it, and that's it. The field trips were also really fun. The police academy trip was pretty fun, but it wasn't really anything special. And the adventure park trip, which is basically a zip line trip wherever it was also pretty fun, even though I was kind of a coward. And I also really like my 5th grade teacher as well. She may not be as good as my 3rd grade teacher, but she is still really good nonetheless. And the school days themselves are almost perfect. There's rare occasions where my days are, bad. And the behavior chart actually was much better than the behavior chart in 2nd grade. Yeah, we used pins in 5th grade again, but it wasn't even as unbearable. My card was actually mostly on blue, even purple, and my pin was never on red one time. Yeah, this year was just really fun to go through. The only problem I had with 5th grade is the classmates. Seriously, why do the classmates exist? They literally only exist to piss me off. Yeah, the classmates, they're just pretty annoying. One even forced me to say the N-word. Why? I don't want to say the N-word. That is pretty racist. One literally dared me to ask a girl that I wanted her f***ing pregnant. Some classmates are insufferable, but the rest I actually really like. Even the students that are not even from my 5th grade class, that are from different 5th grade classes, they're also pretty enjoyable to hang out with. Yeah, the classmates are the only problem I have with 5th grade. Is 5th grade my favorite school year of all time? No, but it is somewhere in my top 5. All of these reasons are why 5th grade is the golden era of elementary schools and is comfortably my favorite elementary school year of all time. Well, the video is over. This is definitely one of the more harder scripts I have ever had to write, and this is comfortably one of the hardest videos I have ever had to make. It's not as hard as the Super Mario plush videos ranked, that's for sure, because that video is much longer than this. It's like 5 times longer than this video. What do you think your favorite and least favorite elementary school year is? Please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I am Lagosto signing off right now.